Welcome to the Mack Talks, everybody. I am your host, Scott Johnson. This guy is your co-host, Chase Hutchison.
Good morning, guys.
Welcome to our little program that we have here on the Mack Talks. Chase, do me a favor, tell our audience what this little show is all about.
As always, guys, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or impactful leader, the Mack Talks are the vehicle that bring you the stories that you need to hear.
Yes, sir. All right, so no guest today. So we're gonna do the rundown, and then we're gonna do Mac Move or Whack Move. Good morning, Carlos.
Hello. Good morning.
Carlos, our beautiful moderator.
He's our beautiful moderator that eventually is gonna end up in our studio. You know, where he's gonna be in the other. You know, you're gonna be in the other room.
Yeah.
But now you get to sit at the table.
Yeah.
With the boys. So, all right. So Chase, do you want to do the intro for the rundown?
All right, guys. So the rundown is where we're going to cover a bunch of different stories from the news, all related to business. And we're going to kind of give you the high and low, our opinion, our takes on what's going on in the business world today.
Yes, sir. So Carlos is going to be our moderator. And we pulled some topics, and we're just going to go ahead and jam them out. You ready to get started, bro?
Ready, Freddy.
All right.
Let's do it.
Cool. So you have about 5 minutes for each topic to discuss them each. I'll begin the timer after I present them to you. So the first one, Uber is going public. Spent a week going public, and they're not doing that well. So they were predicted to be valued at about 100 million or 120 million. They're looking at 100 billion or 120 billion. They're looking at 72 billion now.
Ouchie, wouchie.
Who'd have thought, man? I mean, this was the most highly anticipated IPO
Since
in
what?
recent memory. I can't remember.
I mean, the whole IPO thing is a really tricky thing,
It's
right?
gotten crazy.
It's like you can't get any more public funding, right? So then you evaluate yourself what your company is worth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of, or, you know,
Yeah.
obviously the financial institutions as well have a say in that. But I remember the same thing was kind of similar to Facebook, though. Facebook opened at like 40 something, and then it went down to like 30 something.
Yeah.
And then it skyrocketed up. So it's like...
But would you agree that, like, with the proliferation of social media, that now there's so much more buzz and speculation around these IPOs within the business community that they're overinflated?
Yeah,
so
I
they
believe
come
that.
out with much higher estimations, you know, than they would in the past because more people know about it and more people are...
I would definitely agree with that.
It's also the timing as well. People are saying that because Lyft went public a month earlier and their stocks also went down, that people got skeptical of that business model.
That makes sense, but also, I don't know. I just don't trust it. I feel like it's such a game. Like, I get so nervous with the IPO thing because there are people that know what we don't know. And they know how to make money off of this thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as soon as, and that's the thing that makes me... You know, that would make me a little bit nervous about it. It's funny because I never heard about Uber Transport before. Like, they have trucks that
Uber
deliver
Transport?
stuff. Yeah,
I never heard of
So
that.
I don't know if that's something that they just rolled
Uber
out when they
Freight?
went Uber Freight. Sorry,
Yeah.
Uber Freight. I just started seeing that, which is kind of crazy. But
One more thing I thought I'd bring up is that a lot of the Uber drivers, I think what's having an impact on this IPO is that a lot of the Uber drivers are actually, they plan their strike around the IPO.
yeah,
So it's funny because Uber doesn't own the cars. They own the technology that the drivers use to operate the cars and everything like that.
Yeah.
So Uber drivers are saying, you know, obviously they're saying like, well, it's our cars, it's our business essentially. We're like our own little entrepreneurs. They want more of a share of the money that's coming in. They want Uber. So that strike, they planned that strike around the IPO so that it would sabotage.
but I don't know that that strike went so well. I don't think that, like, I think getting all the Uber drivers to band together is a difficult situation, I would imagine. I haven't heard anything. I mean, I'm catching Ubers left and right. I'm just kidding.
We got an Uber waiting for our boy Tommy for our steak dinner tonight.
Oh, yeah. We're taking out Tommy the intern for our steak dinner. Is this going to affect him?
Is this going to affect our steak dinner?
Because that dude is not staying at my house. He is not staying at my house. Tommy's turning 21, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but all I know is we're going to have some drinks, and then we're going to put him in an Uber.
And you're all going to need Ubers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, all the money that people are putting in right now, because everybody's investing. Like your neighbor Johnny, who owns a plumbing business, he knows nothing about stocks. He's investing in Uber because he thinks it's like the next big Facebook.
It's a name. It's a
he
good
doesn't
name.
even care. So what happens is like all these people invest all this money, and then when it goes to make money, when the company goes to make money and make a return, all of that capital gets burned up.
Yeah.
And then they're all of a sudden they're operating at a loss for years and years, and it diminishes belief in the product. And then people start to, it starts to go away.
Yeah.
And then other companies go, oh, they see a weakened leader, industry leader, and they immediately snatch up all their.
What did Lyft's IPO open at? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I was just curious, but yeah, I mean, Uber is, they're a huge company though. Like they are gigantic.
Yeah.
I could have swore I've seen something that they're bigger than. Like, are they bigger than like the car companies?
I'm not
because
sure.
Because they have no real like assets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't have like the cars belong to the people.
Tell you what though,
Yeah.
I think that the time to invest in Uber is kind of past. Remember.
But you could only invest in Uber right now because of just the IPO.
You're
talking private.
And I know that's not fair.
Beyonce invested into Uber.
That's what I was going to say.
And let me just tell you. Go ahead.
She had the option to either be paid by Uber $6 million to perform at a concert, or
that number
take a
seems
$6 million
really high. Though. Beyonce gets $6 million to perform.
Yeah.
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 So she took a $6 million private equity, and we're timers up on this, but she took a $6 million private equity share, right?
Yeah.
And then now that it went public, the IPO went public, she made
it's now $300 million.
Woo! All the single ladies.
That's the timer.
That's crazy.
All right, guys, let's move on.
Go ahead.
The next thing, there are fewer babies in the world. People are having less babies.
People aren't making babies as much as they used to?
Not making babies.
Chase, what are you doing? Get out there, make some babies.
I'm trying, bro.
No, you don't need to have no kids. Don't worry, you don't even have no kids yet. You got plenty of time for that, boy.
Yeah, so there are concerns that in the future there'll be a smaller workforce that's unable to support the retirees, which are us, probably.
I'm going to disagree with that.
Okay.
Because AI is going to come in and take care of some of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen the robots in the
There's
grocery
a smaller,
stores.
Yeah, smaller workforce and a smaller demand for workers.
Yeah. Which is, if you ask me, I think it's a perfect situation. It helps fix the other problem.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
I mean, what is this indicating?
So what are some of the reasons as to why this is happening?
Some of the reasons, teenagers, unmarried women having fewer babies, lower fertility rates among Hispanic women. I have no idea what that means. An uptick in women getting bachelor's degrees and expanded use of long-acting contraceptives.
You know what
Those
this
are from
is?
the Morning Bureau.
Makes a lot of sense
So
to me.
it sounds to me like it's education, right? So it's people getting educated about, teenage pregnancy.
Yeah.
So it seems like it has a lot to do with that. And you know what else it has to do with? Women are becoming bosses out there. They don't got time.
Yeah.
Times are changing. They're not out just staying home making babies. They're running companies.
They're
They're making
much
boss
sense.
moves.
Yep.
And yeah, not to say that they're not having kids. They're having kids, but maybe they're having 1 or 2
Yeah.
instead of 4 to 6 like people used to.
Yeah, I always see this thing of like when a country's GDP goes up, people start having less kids.
Yeah. Because of the stress as well, right? Like
Because of the stress?
the money that it costs. And when things cost more, how that goes.
And I think women are taking their careers more seriously and now more than ever. And so they're entering the workplace and they're succeeding. And that's awesome. But what it's doing is it's delaying those plans to get married and have kids to, late 30s. And then maybe by that point, you're so established, you don't want to make a decision like that and mess everything up that you've built. So
Also
I mean, it
think
makes a
there-
lot of sense.
There might be less social pressure to just have kids just because, you know, to keep appearances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The days of just like having 4 or 5 kids at the age of 18, it's just like, I don't know anybody
age
that
of 18,
does
yeah.
that anymore.
I don't think you can have 4 or 5 kids. You said by the age of 18?
Whatever, like,
You better run that math, boy.
you know what I mean? Like after 8, like you start having
Yeah,
kids
you
at
start
18,
having
kids at
and
18.
then by the
time you're 26,
20,
you have 5 kids.
kids.
Yeah.
No,
And-
those.
That's what my parents, my mom's one of 6, my dad's one of
That's
8
the same
or 9.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
my mom's one of 6. You know, but we
Yeah.
come from the South, though. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
they were a little
Sweet
late on
tea.
the. I think they were a little late on the contraceptive thing.
I mean, there's
You know
a
what I mean?
problem though. If the population declines, Carlos has got a point. Hopefully, AI will come in to save us and fill some of those jobs. But it's never a good thing when the population declines. You want to either have it maintain or increase.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
you want to have less workers in the workplace.
So what were some of the
one
other things?
One of the things in the morning brew, if you don't count immigration in the U.S., the native population of U.S., Japan, and Europe are also shrinking as well. Yeah, it's happening all over the world.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. What was the last point? Did you read that one? Social Security reforms are needed to compensate.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people are calling for Social Security reforms. The current way that it works, I have no idea how it would work. But
I also think we are less likely to have kids because of all the debt that we have. We're like,
Yeah,
why would I bring a
tons of
kid
debt,
into this
dude.
world when I have $5,000 in credit card debt and $30,000 or $100,000 in college debt?
Bro,
Yeah.
but the stock market has been the highest it's ever been. We're winning, bro. We're winning. Right?
Well,
yeah,
you
I'm
never
not
know.
winning. I'm not winning.
I mean, an issue is
Well, don't make any babies yet.
Japan or China has a population shortage, and they're having to ship workers in from around the world to fill
Yep.
these positions, these high skill positions, because they don't have enough workers.
Mm-hmm.
And that was from that meeting I went to at the Danbury Chamber.
Nice.
That guy was talking about it. He's like, that's what happens when you have you have all this, you have an economy, it needs to be supported by a healthy workforce, and you don't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, you don't have the demographics.
You got to ship people in, then you know, that's a whole immigration issue. So
Yeah. Wow.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
All right,
next
so,
topic?
Next topic.
So next topic, Ariana Grande is. I could do that. Okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Ariana Grande is being sued by a paparazzi named Robert Barbara. Ariana posted one of Robert's photos, paparazzi shots, on her Instagram.
Yep.
And now the paparazzi is suing.
This is interesting. I find it pretty funny. So they hated the paparazzi, and honestly, it is kind of obnoxious and it is kind of annoying. So they hate the paparazzis unless they get a good angle, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, I guess it's okay.
yeah.
But I think it's funny though. I think the paparazzis really flipped the script. Is kind of what happened. But so how much money is it? It's $25,000.
So she's suing. I mean, he's suing for either the profits that Grande earned from the photos,
which is probably impossible to figure out.
yeah. How do you measure that?
Yeah.
or for $25,000 for each photo.
Ooh.
I think it's 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think it's cool for the paparazzis because it's like they're having a legit photo shoot on the street now if they use it. Get a good shot and they'll use it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna help. Like, so Kim Kardashian, West, J Lo, 50 Cent,
it's
Jessica
a big trend
Simpson.
now. Paparazzi are suing them if they post them on their Instagram feeds. So you have like him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Other
that's
people doing it
interesting.
as well.
I imagine how much is each post worth that these like for example, Kim Kardashian has over 100 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
When she posts a photo, there's a monetary value in every single
I just
one
think it
of
would
them.
be funny as hell trying to see some old ass judge sitting there and having this case being in front of him. Like,
How many likes does it have?
he's like
the first of many.
right?
It's going to keep happening.
Oh, it is, but it's almost like I don't know that the government and the law system, like the court system, can catch up to this type of stuff. Like,
No, it's going to take them forever.
yeah,
Yeah. They're slow as hell as it is.
Yeah. This may be speculation. A friend of mine was like, every time that Kim Kardashian posts something on Instagram, she makes $1 million.
Wow. I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
It's a believable number.
Yeah, that's because of how many. I mean, just the amount of eyeballs.
Well, it depends.
That you're getting.
It depends as well. Like it depends too on what it is. If it's a product that somebody can buy, which it probably mostly always is, or it's a product placement or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but you were saying the other day about, it's a photo of Ariana, This person didn't ask to be, Ariana didn't ask to be taken a photo of.
I think the whole issue is she's out on the public street.
Yeah.
And when you're out on the public street, you don't own your own image, do you?
Public domain.
Yeah, that's why you don't have to, tell people that you're recording. Like if somebody comes up to you on the street and is like, stop recording me, it's like, no, I don't have to stop recording you. There's nothing illegal about that because you're in public space, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe need to consult the legal team on that statement that I just made. Not really too sure, but that's what I think.
Yeah.
But that's what happens, though, with social media and just the way that everything is nowadays.
The internet and social media, it's just the Wild West, man. Like you said.
And the government's
we
going
have
to
not
help us
caught
out
up.
and come in and regulate everything, right? They're going to take care of all of that.
Yeah.
It'll work out.
All right. All I'm saying, though, is I don't know if you want to be, trying to sue 50 Cent.
No. Get the strap. Fofty.
Get the strapped. Get the strap.
Oh, want to go to the next thing?
Yep.
This timer is broken, man.
Yeah, we've got
right.
a little bit of an issue with the timer.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's go to the next thing.
Yep.
Elon Musk is in the in the news now for a good thing. He's trying to give the world affordable internet, launching some rockets into space and creating a Starlink, like hundreds of satellites to blanket the world in wireless internet.
What can't this guy do? Huh?
Chase has the biggest man crush on Elon.
Yeah?
I mean, I like Elon. You love
I mean,
him.
I do. I agree.
How can you not love him?
What do you love
My
about
favorite
Elon?
part about this guy is that he creates an electric car, the best one that's ever been made by anybody.
Yeah.
All right? And then he says, hold my beer. I'm going to open source the patents. Anybody can use this and create their own version. Like
My concern is that, like, what is he trying to do? Is
he doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about money. He just wants the world to be a better place.
Yeah.
That's essentially what he's...
I know, but sometimes I'm a little skeptical of people that,
What do you think? What do you think his
I want to
motive
trust
is?
him. No, I mean, I want to trust him because of the open source thing, but what if he pulls a Walmart?
Yeah.
He pulls the Walmart and he gives the free Wi-Fi, crushes everybody that offers Wi-Fi. They go out of business, which is probably unlikely because they're huge powerhouses, but he can affect them. And then he corners the market and then he, turn it up.
So part of, they're not selling it as free Wi-Fi for the world. Right now, the plans look like it's a part of his Mars colonization plan. So they're going to, I think it's by 2027, they want to finish this complete Starlink, make it an affordable thing, and they'll use that money to help go to Mars.
What?
I like this even more.
They're going to charge for the Wi-Fi, and then they're going to use the money to go to Mars.
But I thought the whole thing was free Wi-Fi.
I don't think it's free.
No,
I think he wants
he wants to undercut all the competition, provide a super cheap internet to everybody around the world.
Yeah.
Then he wants to use the money that he makes from that to invest in Mars colonization, which is going to cost a pretty penny. We got to terraform the entire planet. And there's a couple ways you could do that. One is to drop nukes on both the North and the South Pole, reversing the polarization of the planet
Science
and
time.
heating it up.
Science time.
So
Yeah,
he-
dude.
Science bro just showed up to the podcast. How many science classes
if you
did you
can't
take
tell,
at Loyola?
I'm the biggest Elon fan. No,
Bro,
I just
listen, I am not as educated as you are, but I tell you what I got some street smarts. And when you start talking about dropping nukes on other planets, I start thinking like Bruce Willis type shit, and I ain't down with that.
Armageddon.
I was thinking of Armageddon. I think of now that thing is coming towards us. So go ahead and tell me how that's not going to happen.
That's a sort of that's an undereducated approach. This guy is trying to. This guy is trying to, as a backup plan, make another planet.
This guy is trying to sun me in a professional manner is what's trying to happen right now.
No. I hear what you're saying, but I honestly think that this guy's a force for good and that we should all get behind him because he is a brain that can take us there. He can take us there. And all these other people, like, we need to just shut up and stop criticizing him.
Is Elon
and
Musk the Albert Einstein of our...
He's the Nikola Tesla of our...
Yeah.
Of our generation.
Yeah.
I honestly think this
Tesla,
guy sees
Edison.
like 100 years in the future.
Yeah,
So
Gates.
Anyway, the only one bad idea, okay, I'll give you this, is that subway, that train that he wants to create.
Oh, the underground
What a waste
tunnels.
of time.
The tunnels.
It's called a subway, bro.
No, it's not.
The hyper tunnel.
No, it's not. I actually really like that thing. It's not a subway.
I mean, he wants it's underground travel.
Yeah, but you
it's
put
like
your
at this-
car in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So explain to me how you getting in your car and dropping down like 30 levels and rocketing across to the other side of LA in 5 minutes flat is anything similar to a train. It's kind of the same similar concept, right?
Yeah.
I love that idea. That's actually one of my favorite ideas because I don't want to go to Mars, but
So
I
you
would
don't-
go in a tunnel.
You don't like global Wi-Fi tunnels?
No, I like global
There we go.
Wi-Fi.
Okay.
No, I'm down. I'm down with the global Wi-Fi. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, what's his long game with this? But
Yes.
Chase says that he's not about money. So if he's not about money, then then maybe we trust him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was planning on.
Look, it's for you to decide. I'm pro
Yeah.
Musk.
You are
Musk.
hardcore Musk,
pro
bro.
Musk.
You got a Musk tattoo on your buns.
I like him.
All right. What's next?
Next on the docket, Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat is a like a meat substitute. It's a vegan meat. They make patties, sausage, and things made out of pea protein, rice protein, mung beans.
This thing
it's worth
is blowing up
billions. Yeah,
quickly.
Billions.
Quickly. Right? Do they have Scrapple?
Do they have Scrapple? What's Scrapple?
No, they don't have Scrapple. Let me answer that for you.
Yo, I thought you vetted every single person that walked through here about Scrapple. Now you're telling me that you didn't?
No, I missed one. I'm sorry, Coach.
Dude,
Yeah.
when this
Scrapple from the
podcast is
apple.
over, you're going to do a little Scrapple research.
We're
You're going to
gonna-
know more about Scrapple than anybody in this whole entire office.
I'm going to start a petition to make Scrapple Beyond Meat.
All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want to try these things. What's the one? Is this the one that's at restaurants and stuff? Like, what's the one that I've heard of before that's like the meatless
There's also the
burger?
Impossible Burger.
That's the one.
Yeah.
The Impossible Burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's worth a lot
They're
as well.
in stadiums now.
I mean, I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would eat it too. I would.
Yeah, taking the rightful spot, I guess, away from Uber. Beyond Meat's the most successful IPO of 2019.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
think
I'd like
this
to
is
do? I'd
awesome.
like to ride in an Uber and eat a burger that's made out of peas. That's what I'd like to do.
I'd like to ride in an Uber that's made of Beyond Meat.
Yeah.
All right, so, but with this, man, I really see this being the future. I think what needs to happen is we need to wean off of meat. I don't think Americans are ready to just drop their hamburgers and never eat it again. But I think that if we could slip something in without them noticing, a little Impossible Burger that here and there,
Yeah.
like we can start to just acclimate to that and then eventually come off of it, because what's killing the planet really out of it's cars, it's a lot of different things, but one of the biggest things is farming, factory farming and growing meat on these farms.
It's expensive.
It's
a lot
expensive.
of resources.
It destroys the environment, and this just seems like a totally
But to
viable
kind of
option.
like, it does make me a little bit nervous though, because like, what kind of concoction is in this thing? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
get it that they're going to tell us that it's healthy, but like, truly, what is?
Yeah, it's interesting that
Why does it taste so good? Like, if something tastes really good and you're telling me it's healthy, I'm nervous. For the most part,
that's a good point.
you know what I mean?
you got to
yeah.
try it. You got to try it and then be like, oh, is this, because I feel like you try this and it tastes like a burger, but also like with these protein powders, how it says it's double chocolate
Yeah, but
milk,
then it tastes
and then
like-
you taste it and you're like, there's chocolate in there, but it tastes like
There's something in there.
Yeah, it tastes like sweat.
That's the only thing that would concern me, but I think that it's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that they popped by 160% on this first day of trading.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. It's more than 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it means that it freaking killed it.
It
That's
killed
what it
it.
means.
It
It means some
killed it.
people made a lot of money off those fake ass burgers.
We're also the country that needs this the most.
I would
Yeah.
agree with that, sir.
We eat the most beef, most cheese, I think,
Yeah.
as well.
In India and China, like their
Chase's
diets are
diet.
not like
Chase's
ours.
diet.
My diet
consists of beef and yogurt.
I'm the biggest culprit.
Beef and yogurt.
Beef and yogurt.
Beef and yogurt, dude.
All right.
Last one.
What's next? No, that's
it
the last
for the
one.
rundown. Yeah.
That is the last one. So now we're going to transition into
Mack move or whack move? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to our segment, Mack move or whack move. We're going to run through a bunch of different topics, all related to business, and we're going to let you know whether it's a Mack move or if it's a
It's all
whack
personal
move.
preference. You can say if you think it's a Mack move or a whack move in the comment section.
Yes, please. Let us know.
Jump in them comment section and let us know Mack move or whack move.
Awesome. So the first one is a new Sears logo. For the listening audience, the new Sears logo looks like, you know, when a kid draws a house and it has a little triangle, a square and a triangle.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like that.
Yeah.
Just the outline of it.
Yeah. So
I'm going to go whack move. I think it looks like shit.
It looks. It's supposed to be modern. It looks really old.
But the thing is, like, the last thing that Sears needs to be doing is worrying about their logo right now. Like, maybe now is not a good time to change your branding.
Yeah.
You're closing stores left and right. How about you figure out how to stop the bleeding and adjust to the way that retail is done nowadays, instead of changing your logo to now you're going to be even less recognizable.
do that, but also change your logo. So I'm going to go Mack move. I'm going to go do everything that you're saying, but also rebrand yourself. You got a new generation coming up. We're not building houses.
Do you like the logo?
With parts
do you
from
like
Sears.
the logo?
I think it's a good move. I
like
think
the
whether
logo?
you like the logo or not is subjective.
I disagree with
I
you.
think it's updated. It's a little bit more modern looking, and you know I think everything that you're saying is right, but also change your image.
You know, I was big on the Craftsman brand from Sears, and it's going to be gone soon. Craftsman better make it out of this shit with Sears. I'm serious, because I liked their stuff.
Yeah.
And because Handyman Al, my stepdad, he liked their stuff. And you know how that works. It comes downhill, travels downhill. He liked their products. I like their products.
Yeah.
And their products are going to be no more very soon.
Well,
And that logo is whack as shit. Anyway.
So whack move?
I'm praying for you.
Whack move.
Mack move.
I'm going to go whack move as well. I don't like it.
All right.
Next one. The next one, Hershey is changing its candy bar for the first time in like 120 years. They started in the 1900s. They're going to change the Hershey name on the chocolate bar to emojis for a little bit limited time.
Is this permanent?
Is it going to say
limited
Hershey?
time.
Is it going to say
Limited time.
It's
Hershey?
not going to say Hershey.
It's just going to be a
It's going to be like a
emoji?
sad face, ghost emoji, poop emoji,
Oh,
whatever.
they're trying to catch that stuff with that Coke did with the names. That's what they're trying to do.
Personalize the chocolate so that
Yeah.
it's like
That's
I
that
Yeah.
emoji branding.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
They tried that with the emoji movie. It didn't work. It fell
Yeah,
flat on its
Lord.
face.
That was a train wreck. Yeah.
I think that these companies try to cater too much sometimes to like the upcoming generations and stuff that it becomes too obvious to us. Like we see right through that. We're like,
I'm just chilling in Cedar
yeah,
Rapids.
yo,
yeah.
and they turn their hat sideways and they pop their collar and they go, yo, I'm
Now,
hip,
are
I'm
they?
hip.
But let me ask you this question: are they trying to? Like, are they having sales issues? Are their numbers down? Is that why they're trying to do this, or just trying to reinvent themselves? I mean, I know,
no
like,
idea.
because a lot of places have always done that. Like, they've always had the, same thing. Like going back to Coke,
Yeah.
Pepsi. Like, they've come out with like a different.
Even
I'm
if-
surprised that it's taken them this long. Like,
Yeah.
I give them credit that they went that long doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what you like about Hershey. It's classic, you know?
Yeah, true.
It's like a very adult pinky out candy. It's like a candy my mom would buy.
And now they're gonna be like trying to appeal to the kids that like the Mountain
Hello,
Dew.
fellow kids.
Yeah, that like the Mountain Dew.
I actually really like it when a brand does like a throwback. I remember Pepsi did like and even Coke, I think they did a throwback to their old logo, and then they said, "Oh, we're going to use our old recipe." And then whenever I went out to a store and ate a sandwich or whatever, I would look for the old Pepsi because I was like, "Oh, that one's fresher. It tastes
like
better."
those, yeah.
And I kind of liked the throwback, so I think that's cool. This is the opposite of that.
No, but they can always bring it back though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can always bring back and do the
Yeah.
throwback. Maybe
Yeah.
that's their goal. Yeah. Maybe that's their goal. So,
What do you think?
Mack move or whack move?
I'm gonna go with Mack move on this one. I think that and I also give them credit for sticking it out that long and not changing anything. So
Okay.
it's for a limited time only anyway, and I think it's gonna build some hype around Hershey.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll go with Mack move as well because they're a little stale.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they have that old school thing, and
Yeah.
But I also feel like I need to know why they're doing it. Like, are they doing it because of the fact that their numbers are down, or are they just doing it? You know what I mean? That's
doing it for the kids.
Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
Are they doing it for the right reasons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they really? Are they passionate about the poop emojis?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say whack move. Okay. Adobe is facing some criticism. They're suing. They're sending out notices, cease and desist, to people who are using older versions of their cloud programs.
Whack move.
Yeah.
Such a whack move.
Whack move.
Whack move.
Whack
yeah.
move.
The amount of money that it must take for them to do this, and legal fees.
So much.
Just let the bastard use Photoshop for.
Oh.
Who cares?
Yeah. So what they're saying in the cease and desist is that the people who use the older versions might get sued by a third party. So not
Why?
even Adobe. I don't know. People think that maybe Adobe, like the Adobe sound system people, might be suing Adobe for older versions. I don't know the full story.
This sounds
They're
confusing,
very vague about
but
it.
I'm going to go serious freaking whack move.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're in big trouble if this starts happening with programs.
Yeah. It's like they're pulling the carpet out from underneath you. You're like, you're just using your product. I pay for it. That's the messed up part, is that they are still paying for this.
So the other thing that's really funny is that for years they couldn't figure out how to do anything. Like I know some people that have never ever paid for Photoshop or Illustrator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they allowed that to happen for so long.
Let's
and
name
didn't
them all.
care. And didn't care. And now they care. And they're gonna. I mean, for me, it seems like they're gonna spend a lot of money in legal fees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just leave the people alone. Let the people have the old program,
Leave
right?
Brittany
Yeah,
alone,
I know.
dude.
Let the people have the old program.
Yeah.
It's just
Seriously.
treating your customers
Designers,
like
you
they're
know-
dummies.
I don't know.
And it's
I can't say that this is any more whack than it possibly is. Like, it's whack.
Whack
Whack
move.
move.
Whack move,
That was
man.
easy.
Awesome. The fourth one, Taco Bell is opening a resort.
This one cracks me up. I already know which way both of you guys are going on this.
Yeah.
And I'm a grown-ass man. So I am not going
Why not?
to no Taco Bell resort with a bunch of freaking obnoxious punk kids that are going to be eating tacos left and right, and there's going to be freaking chihuahuas running around. Like, I am not down with that. That's a whack move. And I know Chase loves it because he loves his Mexican pizza and he loves his Taco Bell. I know that these people that like Taco Bell a lot, it's like a lifestyle to them. And this is perfect for them because this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle move.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I am 42. I'm a man. I'm 42.
farty.
And I am not going to no Taco Bell resort. I don't even want to go to Bally's
Good.
resort.
And you know, we don't want you there because honestly, we're all gonna.
I agree.
We're all
Chase and I
gonna.
don't want you there.
We're gonna be sitting back on our recliners in a pool, like in front of a pool full of Baja Blast.
Yeah, Baja
Okay.
Blast.
Probably has
We're
barf
gonna
in
be-
it.
Some
We're going to be
cheesy
chowing
potato
down on
burritos.
some enchiladas, right? Handheld enchiladas, and we're all going to be having a great time. And, you're just going to be sitting in your house.
Queso
sad.
let's just,
Dillas.
and your demographic for Taco Bell is going to do the following. You're going to have brown sharks in the pool. You're going to have throw up in the pool. And you're going to have obnoxious millennials. And then older people that are Taco Bell fans as well. It's
Yeah.
just going to be a
Yeah,
messy
yeah.
scene.
I think there's going to be just as many people your age that are going to go to this.
You think
Not ones that I hang out with, that's for
All right,
sure.
well,
Everything's
But I
gonna-
mean, to be honest with you, though, all right, I'm a little torn. So I would never go for myself, but I would love to go there and capture some content because
Yeah.
I'm sure it would be priceless.
Oh, hell
like
yeah.
opening weekend, I would love to go there, and
They're doing weddings as well, so you could get some
You
good
get
wedding
married.
shots.
Get married at a Taco Bell.
yo, maybe
Can
I
you
could take.
imagine?
Yo, do you think they have the blankets there, the burrito blankets that I can wrap
Oh,
Carla in,
They better.
and then make her a burrito?
If they don't have those, then they better just trash it.
It's a
Trash
big
the idea.
blanket that
That's
goes
what
on
the
bed
towels
like a
are.
tortilla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the towels are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get out of the pool and stuff.
Yeah, and then for shampoo, they have hot sauce, Diablo.
Oh Jesus.
All right,
Christ.
so
I think it's just
anyway,
hot
that's
sauce.
what took
It's
it
a
too
whack
far.
move.
But it's a Mac move, great for branding. I think this is a perfectly targeted at Middle America. It's gonna get.
It's gonna
My
be
only
at,
problem is that I think it's gonna flame out. You know what I mean? Like eventually, people are gonna not going to go.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to be hot for a while, and then it's going to flame out.
Yeah, I think Mac move as well, and making my reservations.
For the record, I haven't had Taco Bell in 15 years, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
And I'm not trying to make myself seem like I'm healthy. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea because I will eat fast food, but it's good fast food.
Yeah.
It's
Chick-fil-A.
It's that Wendy's.
That
It's
Wendy's.
that Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Wendy's.
Yeah.
It's that Jersey Mike's. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Jersey Mike's considered fast food?
It's like medium food.
You got to get out of the car and go inside. That makes it no longer fast food, right?
Yeah, it has to have a drive-through. That's
But what if you're in a town that bans drive-throughs?
There are towns that ban
like
drive-thrus?
Southbury?
Yes.
Southbury.
Yes. They
Why?
ban drive-throughs.
Yeah, there's no drive-through into Southbury.
Because it's it's just, you can't, you don't look like you're hoity-toity if you
Yeah,
got
I don't know
drive-thrus. It really is stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's 2000,
Yeah,
you
All right.
What year is it? 2019?
2020.
That's what I say to that.
Okay.
What you
All
got?
right,
What you
last
got?
topic, guys.
The last one. This is a Mac move or a whack move, but if either of you say whack move, I don't know. I'm going to have to quit. This is a Jim Henson designed robot puppies for people with dementia and Alzheimer's. They're these puppies that are just made to look like regular dogs.
Yep.
And people with dementia use them as companions.
So, if they get lost and they're with the dog or they have like a dementia episode, does the dog try to like guide them?
No, it's just like a chia pet type of thing.
So it's just a stuffed animal?
It barks and it's chargeable. It makes noises and it like kind of wags its head a little bit. But the reason that people are talking about it is one, that it's a feel good story, but also the dogs look a little creepy, just a little creepy.
I'm not really sure that I'm down with this.
I don't know. I don't know if I am either.
What? Really?
Yeah,
It sounds
I'm
a
not,
little whack.
like, why can't Grandpa just have a dog?
Well, they can't take care of one.
But if
In
he
the late
can't take
stages,
care of
yeah.
one, then why is he living on his own?
I don't know if he's living on their own.
Is this for like?
Yeah, it might
I
be
mean, I
people at
guess I
homes
don't
or-
know. I don't know. It's a weird.
Wow.
It's
Look,
a
we
weird.
got a
I'm
bunch
putting
of
in my
dogs
2
sitting
weeks
in
notice.
shelters.
If you told me that they were like a legitimate, but you're saying AI?
No, it's not AI.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a, like a.
I think if it was more of a legitimate AI thing that could like kind of figure out, okay, this guy is having an
You want a
episode and
therapy
he's
dog.
walking down. No, I don't think that's a therapy dog. I think that would be a service dog.
Yeah, service dog.
So like he's gonna just walk down the street now in his underwear or whatever, like because that's what happens sometimes. The dog could then send something out. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe we should get Elon Musk on this.
Yeah, it sounds like a Musk.
You know
sounds
what
like
I
a
mean?
Musk move.
I don't really know, but I
Okay.
have to be honest with you. Like I have to vote on this based upon if I would do this for my parents, and the answer is no, I wouldn't. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go whack move.
Wow, whack.
And I'm sorry, Carlos.
What about
but
you,
I'll
Chase?
buy you a steak at Texas Roadhouse. Hopefully that'll make up for it.
Yeah.
Get some of them armadillo bites for you, fella.
Thanks.
I mean, I'm down with anything that eases their pain, makes their quality of life better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like there's a million dogs just sitting in shelters, and some of them are at the end of their lives too, and they could use a companion as well. I think knock two birds out with one stone. Give them a pet. That's you know what I mean. And then,
But I get how that could be a problem because if they're staying in a home and they don't allow pets, which they probably don't,
They can't
you know what
take
I mean?
care of them.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's a place for it, but I think it's whack.
I just don't think it's there. Like I feel like you remember those little, when you were a kid and you're walking through the mall, and I don't know if they had these back when you guys were kids,
Mm-hmm.
but they had those little dogs that ow, ow, and they move and they walk like,
Yeah.
and they're sitting on the counter when you walk by like Spencer's or whatever the hell
Yeah,
those
and they do
stores were called.
backflips.
Yeah,
It's one of those, yeah.
that's stupid.
Brookdale.
It's stupid.
It's not there yet. Like, I'm sorry, but like, give this thing a little more, or like, allow it to do a little more.
Yeah.
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 You know
Let
what
it
I mean?
post to
We're getting
Twitter.
there.
Which,
Okay.
by the way, I clicked on the link and it's a 404 page.
Oh,
Page not found.
weird.
But it doesn't really matter because you gave me all the information. But I'm not really feeling it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Mac move.
Why? I'd like to know why you're feeling this. to be honest. Because why?
Because people with dementia, they can't take care of a pet, so now they have a little companion. It's nice.
But
Oh, Carlos.
I'm winning.
I
I'm
feel
winning
like
the hearts and minds
if
over.
if that's the point, then I feel like
Bless your heart, Carlos.
it's like you're saying that they have an imaginary friend.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really
what you're
see
saying.
the freaking point in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like, how about you just click on the webcam and talk to somebody? I don't know. Anyhow, like I said, I'm going whack move. You're going Mack move.
Going Mack move.
You can't even really describe why, though.
I did.
Why? Go ahead. I wanna hear
Because
that.
they like it.
Oh,
That's
Carlos.
it. That's it. That's the
I
end of
said
the
it. Oh,
argument.
Carlos, bless your heart. You're a good.
Yeah.
You're a
Bless
good
your
boy.
heart. Bless
You're
your
a good boy.
Bless it. Bless it.
Okay. Wow. I'm shocked. I'm handing you my 2 weeks notice right now.
Who's going to be our moderator now? Tommy can't be
Who's
a
going to
moderator.
help with show notes?
Tommy cannot be a moderator under
No.
any circumstances.
Yeah.
Tommy
Can you
does a lot of
imagine?
good things. Tommy is
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. He's a sniper. This guy, every once in a while, just pulls a guest like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I like that.
And that's why he's good for what he
I
does.
like that big galoot, and that's why I
You
rep
know
him
what?
on my
Tommy
story.
would make a great pet for a dementia. He would make a great pet.
Chase said that,
You know what's
Tommy?
actually really funny about that whole entire thing? One of the things I love about Tommy is that he's always leaving here real quick because he's got, not always, but he's done it a few times.
Yeah.
Where he's got to like go and check on his grandma because I think she lives at the house. So that's why Tommy's a good boy.
He's a good
Yeah.
guy.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's a big galoot.
Tommy and
Mac
Scrappy.
move, whack move. I'd say Mac move.
Well, I'm not really ready to vote on that yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in neutral for right now, and then we'll see how Tommy behaves tonight for his 21st birthday. I'm a little nervous about taking Tommy the intern, aka Tommy Two Fades, aka Tommy Two Thumbs, aka Tommy Lasagna,
AKA Big Time Tommy.
Yes.
AKA Tommy Meatballs.
aka Harper Wears Rompers. I'm a little nervous about taking him out tonight because it's his 21st birthday. Me and Chase were talking. We're not sure how Tommy the intern is. Like me, when I turned 21, I was good. You could take me out, party. I'm good. Because I was stealing my parents' alcohol when I was like 17. So
Yeah.
I'd gotten all of that out of my system.
Yeah.
I don't know where Tommy lies. And I will tell you this. It will not be my problem. Because I will put that boy in an Uber.
He's an adult.
I'll tell you what.
I will put that boy in an
It's
Uber.
50% of what he says he can do.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
Yeah.
He'll say he can knock back 10 beers. That means he's good at 5.
Real quick, though, before we wrap up, I think that we should get in the back of some Ubers. Maybe we'll go with Tommy's Uber tonight, back to his house, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll just question them. We'll bring the mic and we'll question them about the IPO and what's going on. We'll get that inside. We'll get that inside Uber content.
That
we'll ask the guy.
IUC.
We'll say to him, we will say, "Sir, so did you go on strike?" And he'll be like, "No." And we'll be like, "Oh, what's good with that? You a scab? Are you a scab?"
Yeah, let's take it to the streets.
You guys are too young to know what a scab is, aren't you?
Yeah, it's the guy
when
in the
you
strike
scrape your
who.
knee.
All right.
I know what it
When
is.
you scrape your knee.
Yeah, you don't know.
It's the guy in the strike who gives up and makes a deal with the.
What do you
the
think
company.
Tommy's gonna like? What's your over under on beer count for Tommy tonight?
I can say. Oh, so are we talking at the restaurant? How many beers at the restaurant or the whole night?
The whole night. We're gonna have to limit him.
10.
Whoa, dude!
10.
Over the
Holy
course of like
shit.
4 hours.
That's a wild night.
Dude, if he's gonna drink 10 beers, I'm gonna cancel this thing.
It's like, I don't have that
All
kind
right.
of cash.
Maybe
man.
I'm giving him too much.
All right, so let's wrap this thing up. Not Carlos, but Chase. Go ahead.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. And if you want to learn more about the Mack Talks, go to www.themacktalks.com. That's THEMACKTALKS.com. Visit us on Instagram at Mack Talks or on Facebook. Just search the Mack Talks. You can follow Scott and I on Instagram. That's at Scotty_content_, and that's at Chase_Hutchison_. And also, please leave us a review on iTunes. We'd really appreciate it. It really helps, guys.
Please.
Please.
We're begging you for that review. Give us that review.
It really helps. Every bit helps, guys.
Go ahead. Why don't you give Carlos his handle out? The
Don't know what it
moderator.
is.
Oh, what?
Go
It's
ahead, Carlos.
at Carlos Can't Dance.
At Carlos Can't Dance.
And with that, we're out.
We outie. Next
See you
time.
guys.